Hello and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews, and we are today and in our next video going to take a look at two beers from Belgium, specifically from the Flanders region, and they are both considered sour or Flanders Reds or Bruin brown beers, and they're based on a lambic and are aged in wood foeders, big wooden barrels. And the first one we're going to look at is this one, and it is made by Timmermans Brewery, which is actually owned by a company called John Martin, and this is called Bourgogne de Flandres, a sour Flanders Red Bruin beer at 5% alcohol. And John Martin was a British man who settled in Belgium in 1909. You can find this information on the website, Timmermans website, and they own Timmermans Brewery and also Waterloo. So you may have seen Waterloo beers around. They're also owned by the same family. And Brewery Timmermans makes a variety of beers, and this is their version of sour Flanders Red. And this style is a top fermented brown ale, and it's blended with lambic, which is of course the wild yeast style made in certain parts of Belgium, where the wild Brett yeast floats in overnight and settles on the cooled wort that has been produced, and then it is fermented then. After that, and so the wild yeast produces interesting flavors and aromas as well. So this is blended with lambic beer, and then it's mellowed out and matured in oak barrels. If you, for example, if you check out Rodenbach, pictures from Rodenbach Brewery, you'll see these massive barrels made out of wood. They're called foeders, and the sours are aged in that, or matured in that. Not for a long time, but for several months, I think. On Rate Beer, this one has 1,021 ratings and an average score of 3.28, 47% for all beers, and only 15 for its style. On Untapped, it has 44,570 ratings and an average score of 3.53, so quite a bit higher than the Rate Beer ratings. So I am kind of wondering why the ratings are so low on Rate Beer, and I think we'll find out, and why they're so much higher on Untapped. In any case, let's give this one a go. Okay, so again, part of the art of producing beers like this is blending, to try to put the right amount of brown ale and lambic together and see what the results might come out to be. It really is an art. It's kind of, like what winemakers do. Okay, so it is a very dark brown. Not quite opaque, but you cannot really see through it. So you can see the kind of mahogany highlights as you pass it through the light. But again, it's very dark. And about a half a finger of sort of tan, very light tan, dark off-white head. Okay, an aroma. Okay, it does have a very light sourness, kind of like a balsamic vinegar, dark fruit, some caramel, and a very light wine, sort of like red wine sort of note. The flavors are pretty much similar to the aromas, but very mild. This is quite drinkable. It does have some dark red fruit, very tiny bit of sourness, some caramel perhaps. The primary note is lightly soured dark fruit. Yeah, there's a bit of oxidation. Not sure if this is, no, it's not out of date. It was a freebie given to me by a liquor shop owner who, when I bought some beer from him, he tossed this one in as an extra, or as they say in Japan, omake, a little extra gift for the customer. And so it seems like kind of a workaday sort of sour Flanders red, not an exceptional one. In the next review, we'll be looking at one of the classics of the style. So if you see this, you might want to give it a trial, or you might not. It's certainly not the best Flanders red in the world. However, it's not the worst beer in the world either. So it could be nice and refreshing on a mild summer day or early autumn day or something like that, but it's not going to knock your socks off in any respect. Once again, this is called Bourgogne de Flandres, a sour Flanders red from Timmermans, 5% beer. See what you think if you have it around you, okay? Send me a comment and tell me what you think, and please subscribe to the channel. All right, I hope you're doing well. Take care. See ya.